welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back. My yarn just delivered, which means it's time to crochet. Okay, so I was laying in my bed last night and I looked over and I noticed this like space on the top of my door, and I decided I wanted to make a crochet tapestry piece to go like a long landscape style. Instead of being like super tall, it's like more wide to go above the space of my door. Now, I was listening to Ethel Cain when I was doing this, and I decided I wanted to put some Ethel Cain lyrics on a tapestry, crochet tapestry, and put it up there. So here's what I ended up doing last night. I took the lyrics, I Forgive It All As It Comes Back to Me, from Sun Bleached Flies by Ethel Cain, and I created the chart, like the tapestry chart, created it, so like it's ready to go. I have it all, I printed it, and then I was just going back and forth on the color. I know I wanted like a cream color with brown lettering, so I didn't have any cream. I do have this one skein of, what is this, coffee color brown. This is what I wanted the lettering to do, like to be. I only have this, so I think this should be fine for the lettering because there's not a lot of it, but I know I needed more of whatever background color I chose, and I wanted it to be like a creamy white but not white, but I wasn't sure if I really wanted it to be cream. I actually kind of wanted it to be the color of these curtains behind me. I guess I can't really like pull it in closer, but it's like that like creamy color. And this is why I shouldn't order yarn online, because I ordered oatmeal colored yarn thinking that it was gonna be like, I don't know, oatmeal colored, like creamy, like my curtains, and it's not. And I don't love it, but I already bought it, and I kind of think I'm just gonna use it anyway because I don't want to order more yarn and then just have 3 oatmeal colored yarns that I never use. So I think this is still gonna be the color combination. It's not the exact color I wanted, but I think it's still like the vision that I wanted for my Ethel Cain lyric tapestry. Okay, but not only are we going to be making this together, well, not together, I'll be making it, you'll be watching me make it, and I'm also going to be testing out the pattern I wrote for it last night. So this is kind of like my process of when I do release patterns. This is how it goes. I have to obviously do it to make sure it's right, but I think we're going to be fine. Also, another side note, I didn't measure the dimensions of how this is going to turn out. I mostly just kept adjusting the size of the tapestry grid until it could fit the letters how I wanted. So I actually don't know. Let me see how many it is. So it's 28 rows, and the length of the chain is going to be 116. You know what I should have done when I was creating it? I should have chained 116 and see how long that was, but I didn't. So I'm just hoping that it'll fit nicely above my door, because that's the whole point of this project. So I'm gonna start by chaining the chain length and standing up by my door and like kind of just eyeballing it and see if it's like the right dimension before we do this whole project. Because, and now that I think of it, is 28 rows gonna be too long? Is it gonna hit my ceiling? That's part of this process. Let's see if I did it right. Let's see. But anyway, I could only get the oatmeal and the 3 packs, so I have 3 of them. I don't think we're gonna need all 3, maybe 2, maybe, but I'm for sure we're gonna be fine with this coffee color for the letters. So let's crochet. Let's get started on this project. Also, if this works out, the pattern will be available. I'll link it in my description if you want to make it too. Okay, you guys, I did the first row, so we're gonna see if it fits my doorway. I actually think I eyeballed this perfectly. Basically, we just need it to be like a little bigger than the width of my door, because I kind of want it to be a little over the door frame up there, but I can't reach up there, so we're just gonna measure with I mean, it's the same here that it is up there, so it's fine. Okay, so if I were to stretch it flat, and it's about 1 inch on each side, a little bit, like maybe 1.5 inches. So I think I eyeballed it perfectly, and this is gonna fit perfect. I just don't know how tall it's gonna be. Okay guys, so this is the 7-row check-in, so we've done 7 rows. I am a little concerned that it's not going to be readable, so I'm just kind of hoping as we finish like the bottom half of the words you'll be able to read them. That's my only concern. The size I think is going to be perfect. I'm a little worried about the width of it, or I guess the height, because I don't really know what 25 rows looks like. But as far as the words being readable, jury's still out. We haven't really finished words yet. So once we get this bottom half done, because it comes back to me is on the bottom. So once we get that, if hopefully that's readable, then the top should be readable, but that's my only concern at the moment. I don't hate the color. It's not what I wanted, but it's growing on me, so. Hey, so can you guys read that? Be honest. I don't know. The font of the T makes it kind of look like an I, but I also just think it was the way I stitched it. Like there's more right here. It just didn't turn out right. I think I twisted this one. I don't know, but it's, if you see, it's like curved. It's like, it's the font. But that says comes back to me. I think it's readable. Anyway, we did the first bottom half words, and then there was a line of nothing, and now we're getting to the top part of it. Alright, are we ready for the reveal? I just finished it. This is the back. Not too bad, not too bad. It's perfect! Oh my god, it's perfect. I literally love it. I love it so much. Okay, now I need to find dowels to go at the top and the bottom. Do I want dowels? I think I do. I think I have a long enough one. And then we're gonna glue the back so it doesn't stretch. So let's find some towels. I think I have... They're literally barely long enough. It's kind of perfect. It's gonna look a little funny because it's really long, but I think it'll be fine. So I'm gonna take some of the oatmeal color yarn and tie it, just basically use my needle and sew the dowels on. And then once they're on, we can work on cleaning up the back and gluing like a fabric backing on it so it doesn't sag, but I think it looks really good. I like it. We're in my lovely craft room. I just finished putting the dowels on the project, so now it's like fully ready to be finished. So now that they're on, I kind of tried to like clean it up a bit, but honestly I think I'm just gonna try and stick all this stuff in on the back with the backing. For the other ones I've done, if you've been around, you'll remember this one and this one. With this one I did hot glue. It didn't stay as well, and this one it took longer because I used Elmer's glue with a fabric backing, but I think it stayed and didn't stretch. Like this one's kind of stretching. So we're gonna do this method with the glue and the fabric backing. So I'm gonna sit here and put glue on this thing and also a fabric backing. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have a bunch of glue, but this is the glue I'm gonna be using. Then we need to find a fabric strip big enough to go on the back of this. It doesn't really matter what it looks like, it just needs to be all one piece. Alright, this is what I ended up finding. It's just like a polka dot background. It really doesn't matter, it just serves the purpose of gluing something to the back so that it doesn't stretch at all. You won't even be able to see it on the other side. And it'll also kind of help darken the gaps too. So I'm just going to start gluing this on, probably with this thing. Okay. Now I was trying to figure out if I want to start at the top and go down, or start at one side and go all the way to the other side. I think I'm going to start on one side and then make my way down. Also, I want to put some glue on where it's at on the dowels because I don't want that to move at all. God damn it. I didn't want it to like seep in, which I'm just now realizing that I actually need to. Ugh, I forgot how messy this is. And then we gotta find something heavy to put on it as well. And then I think I'm also gonna do some hot glue when, like tomorrow when this is all good and dry. Okay, so once I glue the fabric down, I usually just find a bunch of heavy stuff to put on top of it and then leave it for like, I'd say 24 hours. So I probably won't come look at this again until tomorrow night. It's 8:30 right now, so we'll come look at it about 8 tomorrow p.m. and we'll see how it's doing, if it fully dried or not. Hopefully it doesn't stick to my table. I don't think it went through. It usually doesn't. It didn't last time, but we'll see. So we'll check on it in 24 hours. Do you guys see how curly my hair is? I used one of those like little like heatless curl rods that are all over TikTok. I finally used one and my hair is curly. Anyways, it's not really why we're here. It's been 48 hours since we put the glue on this thing because I came and checked on it at the 24-hour mark and it was nowhere near done. Looking at it now, it's dry. It's pretty much dry. I also added hot glue on all the edges, and I also added hot glue on the string, which I added yesterday when I came in here. So it's officially done. Oh, this is it, you guys. This is it. Do we like it? Do we hate it? I actually love it. I showed it to Emma too and she said it looks good. I love how it turned out. I actually don't hate the color. I know I complained about this like oatmeal yarn not being the color I wanted, but I think it actually looks good and I think it's a little more Ethel Cain. I think the contrast would have been a little too much with a lighter background, so I'm happy with how this turned out. Let's go hang it above my door and see if it fits the way I wanted to, because I did zero measuring. We're just going straightly off vibes. So let's go put it up. Is that tall enough? You are on my bed right now. You can see me hang it. Since I'm literally 5 apples tall, I brought a step stool, which you kind of can't see, but that's what I'm going to stand on. I'm just going to use this nail that was already up here for my broom. My broom. Over there. There you go. Oh. Well, that's not going to work. It hangs too low. Okay, wait. I have tacks. Or I don't really want to use tacks because they won't be visible. Okay, y'all, I found nails. I'm going to use these to lift it up a bit from the frame. Oh, shit. Do we like it? Do we like it? I think that's good. I think it's in the middle. I think it's level. It's actually exactly what I envisioned to go above my door. Welp, that's my video. I don't know what else to say. We finished the project. I love how it turned out. I'm gonna go ahead and write up a pattern. If you want to make one of these crochet tapestries because you're an Ethel Cain fan as well, or you have a friend or family member who would love it, I'm gonna go ahead and link the crochet pattern in the description box, so feel free to check it out. And comment down below if there's anything else that you guys want me to do or make a tapestry grid for something. I can figure it out. So if you like this video, liked it, and subscribe to my channel to see more. I will see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.